Talk with you here. You might be watching the show while you tinker with your smartphone or maybe your tablet. If not, you're probably like me and your phone isn't that far away, right? Do a quick assessment right now, though, for me, of your posture. Are you hunched over? Is your neck bent down as you look at that latest Instagram post? Doctors have all sorts of names for this kind of condition. Text neck, iPad neck, iPhone neck, whatever you call it. CNN Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta says bad posture is wreaking havoc on our bodies.
When the head is sort of in the neutral position, that means your ears are sort of lined up over your shoulder. The average human head weighs about 10 pounds, more for some people, less for others. But think about as you start to move your head, a few degrees forward, a few inches forward, you start to put more force and torque right here on the back of the neck. Reading a mobile device like this, and it's particularly problematic. Over time, you can start to flatten out the natural curve of your neck.
My next guest, Joyce, is on a mission to eliminate unhealthy posture. She has fabulous posture indeed. In fact, she's even done a TEDx talk talking about how the fact that our grandmas were not wrong when they told us to sit up straight. Thanks for being here to talk about this.
Thank you so much for having me.
And it's not just young people and millennials and kids, even though kids are taking to digital devices.
Oh, yeah.
But it is a bad habit to start early on.
Oh, definitely. I mean, smartphones have only been around for about a decade, and already people are experiencing incredible back pain from them.
We spend so much time on these devices. It's not just texting. We shop, we work, we order our groceries, we watch movies, everything,
yes.
Right? What is the concern about it? I mean, Sanjay highlighted a bit there about the strain it can cause on your neck.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're collapsed forward, you're hanging on your ligaments, you're putting stress on the discs in your back, you're squishing your lungs, so you actually restrict your oxygen intake, and you're putting strain on your muscles.
This image right here shows, it's sort of like the evolution of man, if you will.
Yes.
It's the de-evolution of man. So the idea is that we really should have our ears right over our shoulders, correct?
Yes.
And our eyes and our ears on the same plane?
Yes, yes. And when we look down, we want to look down without rounding our spines. That's the big habit that everyone's getting into, is going like this toward whatever is in front of them, when we can just look down at it with our heads and leave our spines long.
My physical therapist actually told me that I needed to hold my phone up here because I was getting kind of a bump on the back of my neck from just dropping. This whole thing weighs a lot. And it's not just my head.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Holding your phone up is such an important thing, and nobody does it.
Right.
We all have our phones down here in our lap, and then we bring our head to the phone.
Right.
Right? But just leaving your head in place and holding the phone up a little bit makes a huge difference.
Is there any tips you have on trying that? Because I think people will be like, okay, I can hear her voice in my head, I'll lift it up, but then you revert to old habits.
Yes. I mean, you don't need to hold it right in front of your face. You can obviously look down, but you want to get in the habit of looking down without collapsing forward. So a little trick is to think about your ears staying where they are and being the fulcrum of the movement while you look down. And it's I do this with my kids too. I'm trying to train them to get in that habit.
Well, the guys and I in the studio can practice that, right, Joe? We can practice turning from our ears. There we go. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. And check out her TEDx talk. What is it called? Great
Grandma Was Right. Posture matters.
Posture does matter. Joyce, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
The situation for that young soccer team trapped in a cave in Thailand is getting more dire by the minute. We're going to take you live to Thailand for the very latest on efforts to rescue those young men.